Hey everyone. Have you ever wondered how to make anyone say anything just like this?
Welcome to the Joe Rogan AI experience.
Stay hard, mother flippers.
Maybe I shouldn't have just donated to Hawaii myself.
Yeah, you should have. It would have been tremendous, absolutely tremendous.
Well, guess what? You're in luck, because today I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in under 5 minutes. All right, let's put 5 minutes on the clock and boom, let's dive in. All right, so first things first, guys, you're going to want to pick the voice you fancy cloning. Let's nip over to YouTube, shall we? If you fancy following along, go ahead and pop open a new window right next to this one on your computer, and we'll go step by step together. What we're after is a clip with super clear audio. Think no background noise, a bit like those quiet podcast rooms. Yeah, the clearer the audio, the better the clone will be. Trust me. Okay, so let's type in something like Sam Altman podcast into the search bar. You'll see loads of options pop up. Just scroll through and find the best clip you can. I'm doing the same right here on my screen. Look for something with really clear speech, minimal background noise, something clean.
We have been a misunderstood and badly mocked org for a long time.
I'm going to choose this one right there. I know it's got a clear audio and he's speaking a lot, uninterrupted. That's really important too. Make sure you find a clip where the only voice spoken is the one you want to clone. Really important.
I think it's going to be a great thing, but I think it's not going to be all a great thing. And that is where...
Next up, we're going to crack open this audio file in a program like Audacity or Premiere. Oh, and by the way, if you've not used Audacity, it's free and absolutely fab. Now we need a solid 30 seconds of just speaking, no interruptions, no background noise. If your clip's a bit short, no worries, just snag multiple bits, 5 to 10 seconds each, and export them separately until you've got a total of 30 seconds.
That's where all of the complexity comes in for people. It's not this clean story of we're going to do this.
Here's what I'm doing in Audacity. I'm clicking about, snipping out the parts I don't need, and then exporting the good bits as voice sample MP3.
It's definitely inevitable. My view of the world, when you're
just like that, and then select the parts you want to export and export that bit on its own. Keep at it until you've got your 30 second total. Change a couple of settings here. Change the format to MP3, put the quality to insane, and make sure current selection is checked in. Otherwise, it will export the whole project.
It's definitely inevitable. My view of the world.
All right. If you want to clone your actual voice, your own voice, we'll have to do things a bit differently, but kind of the same. So what you'll need is up to 30 seconds of your own speech. Try to record in a quiet spot, like a room with no echo, no background noise, something like that. And if you've got a decent mic, definitely use it. But hey, if that's not an option, don't worry too much about it. I've got a nifty little trick up my sleeve to help make your audio sound better, absolute class. So if your audio is not the cleanest, what we're going to do is pop over to this nifty tool called Adobe Podcast Enhance. I popped the link for it down in the description, so just go ahead and click on that. Okay, it's going to ask us to create an account, so go ahead and do that. Verify the email. Yes. Okay. Done. Now that you're on the website, just upload your file there, hit the enhance button, and wait a little while. It works its magic. Once it's done, you can toggle the enhancement on and off to see the difference. Aim for that sweet spot.
It's definitely inevitable. My view of the world, when you're a kid in school, you learn about this technological revolution and then that one and then that one.
Not too high, not too low. We want natural, but polished, yeah? I usually keep it around 80 to 90% because you don't want it to completely remove all the nuances in your voice, the breathing and stuff like that. That's really important to make the voice sound natural. You kind of want to keep those in if possible, but that tool kind of chops it all up. It's not a miracle tool for what we want to achieve, but it'll definitely clean up your audio. Try to keep a balance of removing as much background noise as possible while kind of keeping some of what makes your voice, special. If you put the percentage too high, it can also kind of destroy your voice, and then it will lose a lot of the similarity when the voice is cloned. So about 85 90% is good, I think. Now, once you're happy with it, just download the clips and put it in the same folder you had before. It will automatically put enhance in the name, so you'll know which one is the right one to use when it comes to uploading your voice samples. All right, now for the super fun bit, 11 Labs. This AI software is just the bee's knees for voice cloning, absolute best on the market right now. There are some other tools out there, some that are free too, but it's like a massive pain in the, to install on your computer and stuff. I like 11 Labs because it's got a free plan, but to have access to instant cloning voices, you have to be on the starter plan. It's $1 per month when you sign up, and you can cancel at any time. So yeah, you have to get on that plan to be able to clone voices, but it's also only $1. So let's just get on that. And the last thing is about 11 Labs is that it's super easy to use. On top of being the absolute best when it comes to quality, you've got the link on the description. So now let's go ahead and jump in. So let's create an account and join that starter plan. It kind of has all the features you actually need. It's going to ask you to verify your email address. So go ahead and do that. Here we go. Now log back in and wait a couple of seconds. Awesome, we're in. You can clone up to 10 voices, and you can also use any of the voices from the community voice library, as well as creating your own AI voice from scratch. The other plans are just upping those character and voices limits, so you can definitely get on and start with, just the $1 plan for now, just to try it out. So let's click on the Voice Lab tab at the top, just that one there. Click on that. And here we are. Now spot that little plus icon. That's what you'll want to click on. Then go ahead and select instant voice cloning. That's what we're gonna use today. All right, so it's gonna ask you a couple of things before you start cloning your voice. First, you have to give it a name. Pick something you'll remember easily. Now, right here, you'll go and upload your voice samples we saved out earlier. Just drag and drop them in this box, easy peasy. That description box right here, it's optional and doesn't really do much for the cloning process. So let's just skip over it for now. Okay, let's take a breather for a sec and dive into something mega important, the legal stuff. I need you all to listen up here because this bit's crucial. First off, you absolutely must tick that box that confirms you have the rights to use the voice you're cloning. This isn't a minor thing, it's huge. You need explicit permission from the person whose voice you're cloning. They need to be completely okay with it. Without that box being checked, you can't clone the voice. Now let's chat about ethics and responsibility. Cloning someone's voice is powerful, no doubt. But remember, with great power comes, great responsibility. If you clone the voice of, say, a celeb, a public figure, or anyone really without their consent and then use it for something dodgy, that's not just uncool, it could be really illegal. And just a heads up, 11 Labs and us here on this channel, we're not going to bail you out if things go pear-shaped. If you clone a voice without permission and it goes belly up, that's all on you. We're not responsible for any dodgy or illegal use of this tech. This is serious stuff. And let me be crystal clear. Using a cloned voice to impersonate someone, spread false info or anything harmful or deceptive, that's a big no-no. We're all about using tech for good, creative, ethical stuff. Anything shady, it's not just frowned upon. It could seriously land you in hot water, legally speaking. So please only use voice cloning in ways that are respectful, legal and ethical. This tutorial is for educational and creative use only, not for any naughty business. Always get consent, stay transparent and use your powers for good. Right legal disclaimer out of the way. Remember folks, stay smart, stay ethical and let's keep enjoying tech the right way. Once you've got everything sorted, hit add voice. And there you have it. You've cloned your first voice. Now that your voice is all cloned and ready, it'll show up right here. Click on use and that'll take you to the speech synthesis tab. That's where we're going to put the text we want our voice to say. Let's get cracking. You'll see there's two options here, text to speech and speech to speech. We're only focusing on text to speech today, keeping it simple. Select your voice from the drop down and we're gonna have to tweak some settings. I usually set stability around 30 to 50%. clarity between 75 and 95%. And for style exaggeration, that's kind of up to you. It depends on what you want, really. Just play around with it and you'll see the difference and like what works best for, what you need. Have a play with it, see what sounds top notch. I always turn on speaker boost as it always gives me the best results, but it comes at a price. Using the speaker boost will eat up your character credits faster, so play around with it, see if you actually need it. Maybe your voice will sound, good enough without it, and you can kind of save some credits. But I personally always have it on. Stick with the 11 multilingual V2 model. It's their latest and definitely their best. No real point digging into the other models, just stay with the V2 model. Now, it's time to get your creative cap on. Write up your script in this box here. Let's go with something fun like, hey, this is Sam and welcome to my AI generated podcast, and so on. You can definitely use ChatGPT here to get some ideas. Once you're ready, hit generate, kick back for a moment, and voila, your audio clip is generated and you can listen to it here by clicking that play button right here. Let's have a listen.
Hey, this is Sam, and welcome to my AI-generated podcast.
Nice. That sounds good to me, but if it's not quite there yet, no problem. Just tinker with the settings, adjust the text, have a bit of a play.
Hey, this is Sam, and welcome to my AI-generated podcast.
Once you're chuffed with it, just download your clip with this little button down here and save it somewhere organized. All right. So that was voice cloning in under 5 minutes. If you're feeling curious and want to really get into the nitty-gritty of voice cloning and creating AI podcasts, just like we do here, well, I've got a bit of news for you. We're actually working on this course, right? It's all about guiding you step by step through this whole process. Now, this course is not just your typical tutorial, it's more like a deep dive into everything about voice cloning and making those cool AI podcasts. It's still in the works, which means we've got it up for pre-sale at the moment. And yeah, there's a bit of a discount going on since it's not fully done yet. The price will probably go up once we've got it all finished. So if this is your cup of tea, it might be a good idea to check it out now. Opting in for the pre-sale is not just about the discount. You'll get a sneak peek at what we're planning for the course. You can see all the different parts we're going to cover. It's almost like a little roadmap to becoming, savvy with voice cloning and AI podcasting. And the cool thing, once the course is completely ready, you'll be the first to know. You'll get a notification and all the videos we've been working on will be right there for you. No hassle, just straight into learning. This course is really for those who want to dive deeper, It's for the curious minds who want to explore the world of AI and voice technology. We're putting a lot into this to make it really informative and useful. So if this sounds like something you'd be into, maybe take a look at the pre-sale. The link's down in the description. No pressure, just there if you're interested. And if you join our Patreon, you get an extra 25% off the pre-sale course price. That's up to $625 in savings on the full package, full price. And that's just for joining our Patreon for only $5. It's literally getting free money. And also, if you liked this video, hitting that subscribe button would be really, really ace. It really supports the channel and help our videos get out there more, Thanks for joining me today and following this tutorial. I really hope that you've learned something today and that I've managed to make you want to dive deeper in the world of AI generated voices, and hopefully I'll see you in the course, or at least in the next video. Bye. Bye-bye.
Catch the latest episodes of the Joe Rogan AI Experience on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and support the channel on Patreon. Links in the description.